What had to be done was the question. What had to be done? After reflections, and meditations and thinking, what came to me was that we needed to celebrate Africa's contribution to world civilization from the antiquity to the present. Because here in London, in the museums, lay the evidence. In the country homes of families that were in the colonies in Africa during the colonial times when they were the masters of Africa, they brought back looted treasures that confirm the strength of Africa's civilization, the strength of Africa's contribution to the world. And these have to come out openly so that the African child will have a sense of self-pride and value himself or herself as a human being of African descent and be proud of it. This was the challenge of celebrating Africa and people of African descent and their contribution to the development, particularly the political, economic, and social development of the United Kingdom. All the evidence is there, the evidence available. Why have they been hidden away from the African child? These have to come out. So I thought through things and put a program together, and together with my colleagues at the Ethnic Minorities Unit of the Greater London Council, we discussed this, examined it thoroughly, and decided that we will initiate a series of lectures and concerts within the community. We decided that we will initiate a series of concerts and lectures within the communities. We prepared a program and managed to get it approved by the appropriate committees of the Greater London Council, and money was voted for us to go ahead and organize these activities. The conditions were right. We were lucky to have been working in a period of great foresight and leadership, brave leadership by Ken Livingstone and his team. Ken Livingstone, Paul Boateng, Benny Grant, and others. They and their team made it possible or created the conditions for us to do what had to be done. Prior to that, there had been a year of Caribbean focus, focusing on the Caribbean. And also, there was this anti-racist programs and the racial awareness training. And there was this purposeful pushing for equal opportunities and equal access by so-called ethnic minorities, Africans, and other races who were not of Anglo-Saxon descent to have access, equal access to resources that they had contributed as taxpayers. It was a brave effort by Ken Livingstone and his team at the Greater London Council against against the Margaret Thatcher regime, I also came to the realization that the approaching 1987 was of great historical significance to us as African people. 1987 was remarkable because of the coincidence of three historical events. The 150th anniversary of emancipation in the Caribbean, the centenary of the birth of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and the 25th anniversary of the founding of the Organization of African Unity, OAU. So we pulled all these three events together and decided that we celebrate these events as African Jubilee. So the period 1987-88 was to be declared the African Jubilee year. Together with Mr. Arsene Wong, we prepared a declaration which we managed to get the London Strategic Policy Committee, the Association of London Authorities, and the Inner London Education Authority to approve of this declaration. And this declaration, at the core of it, was the establishment of the month of October as Black History Month. The establishment of the month of October as Black History Month. The boroughs approved of it. And African Jubilee Year was declared at a mammoth event at the Westminster Central Hall. And the guest of honor at that time was Mrs. Sally Mugabe. And we celebrated this with Burning Spear, with Dollar Brand, and a host of artists. It was a very successful event, and the African Jubilee Year was declared. And out of this, Black History Month was established. Why Black History Month in October? Black History Month has come to stay. Black History Month is a calendar month, which is also a calendar space. It's your own space, a whole calendar month that has been created for you. It's unique. It's your own space. So you have to fill it with rich content. And I'm really delighted. There are over 10,000 activities organized across the country all over the United Kingdom, and this has spilled over into Europe too. You have done well. I'm very proud of what has been achieved over the past almost 35 or so years. It's a tremendous achievement. I didn't expect it to grow so fast, for it to have over 10,000 activities being organized spontaneously by individuals in their groups and in associations. The response has been great. Even traditional institutions like the banks, the police, the army, the navy, the museums, the libraries, they are all celebrating Black History Month and the contribution of Africans and people of African descent to world civilization. It has come to stay, and it is yours. It is yours. The space is yours. As Africans, the space is yours. I am very, very delighted. I recall that what worried me was that there should be a central body to lead it, like a clearinghouse, and so that they provide leadership to the organization of Black History Month. But it occurred to me also that it would be a grave mistake. Just cast the seed wide, drop the seed within the community, and let the people pick the seeds, sow them, and tend them for it to grow so that they possess it as themselves. I was afraid that the egos of people appointed to head the Black History Month may come to stand in the way of its growth. I've seen it happen several times, and I didn't want this to disturb the growth of Black History Month. And I think it was a wise decision. It was a wise decision. Now it is owned by people who take the initiative to organize events and activities. It is owned by the community. It's owned by the people. That is the essence of Black History Month. It is yours, and its ownership and its presentation depends on you